Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I just wanted to talk about something I see around the world a lot, and I see out in public, and you see on TV and on the internet. And it's a terrible misconception of what it is to love God and to know God. And it really bothers me. And we see so many people who say and claim they know God and love God and respect God and um, say this and this, and God is important to them, or their Facebook will be filled with half mixed things like Bible scriptures and quotes and prayers, and the other half filled with hateful words or inappropriate things or inappropriate pictures and inappropriate ways of dressing. And you see people who will wear cross necklaces, and they'll say, God bless you and you'll be in my prayers, but use the other half of their life to use four-letter words or encourage stuff to their friends or to their kids that's not appropriate or not godly. And the list goes on and on. Everyone claims to love God or to know or to be religious. A big example I just saw while scrolling through Marketplace the other day was a gentleman in Oklahoma, and his profile caught my attention, and I looked more into it. And in his little picture in his profile, he was with his family, and in the background picture, he's standing among 10 or 11 younger adult women who were dressed very provocatively in a club top scene. And it says on his profile that he loves to party, and anyone who's welcome to join him, he'd love to have him. His relationship status said it's complicated, and right below that, he had a picture of a cross, and it said Christian as his religion. This is a bad problem, and I want people to love God and to be Christians, but this stuff and all this other stuff is not. And this does not demonstrate love for God, and God's not inclined to this in this life, and they are blindly deceiving themselves. Some may do it knowingly, but some I know do it ignorantly, and it's not good. And I don't want the day to come for them or for anyone to have to hear the words, "Depart from me, I never knew you." So please, if you would, let's look at a few strong words, God's words, on how to really know and love God. Joel chapter 2 and verse 12. Turn to the Lord while there is time. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 6. No one who lives in him keeps on sinning. No one who continues to sin has either seen him or known him. Proverbs chapter 8 verses 17. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. 1 John chapter 4 verse 20. Whoever claims to love God yet hates a brother or sister is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother or sister whom they have seen cannot love God whom they have not seen. Romans chapter 12 verses 1. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Revelations chapter 3 and verses 15. I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. Matthew chapter 7 verses 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers. And lastly, and I think this really shows how we know God and love God, and he tells us himself. John chapter 14, verses 15. If you love me, you will obey my commandments. I will ask the Father, and he will give you another helper who will stay with you forever. Anyways, these verses kind of give us a description on how we love God, how we know God, and how we serve God, and not with just part of our lives, but our whole lives. It's a whole life thing. It's how we act, it's what we do, what we say, how we encourage others, how we dress, where we go, and the way we act in our home and outside of our home. And we don't just do it with a half heart and half of our life, but our whole life. I hope this helps, and I hope today we can all love God with all of our lives and our whole life. Thank you.